So, the timeline of OpenAI and their development of AI is now public. That's right, the next big AI advancements that could legitimately change how we live, work, and play on a mind-blowing level. Based on some juicy leaks and trademark filings, the brilliant minds at OpenAI may already be working on language models like GPT-6 and GPT-7 that could make today's GPT-4 look like a makeshift calculator. I'm talking about potentially creating entire songs, movies, and works of art from simple text prompts with these next-gen AI systems. Still with me? Good, because we're going in for a deep dive into the tantalizing future of advanced AI iterations like GPT-6 that could redefine creativity, productivity, and maybe even shake the foundations of humanity itself. Iterative deployment theory. Before we get into the nitty-gritty details, we have to talk about a concept called iterative deployment theory that could play a big role in how OpenAI rolls out its future AI models. The basic premise here is that world-changing technologies like advanced AI systems should not be unleashed on society all at once. Instead, they should be released gradually, in iterations, to give people and institutions time to adapt and make necessary adjustments. This approach was actually discussed in a recent interview between Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, and Pat Gelsinger, the CEO of Intel. Altman made a really interesting point, saying, "A big part of our strategy is what we call iterative deployment. What you shouldn't want would be to build AI in secret in the basement and then push a button and drop it on the world all at once. What you want instead is like, after a very embarrassing GPT-4, a slightly less embarrassing GPT-5 is a pretty good GPT-6 up to GPT-7. You want time to have society and our institutions gradually evolve and think about and try some different approaches for how to manage this technology in this socioeconomic change. So I think it's great, and it's happening now." Well, just think about it. They rolled out GPT-3 in 2020, which was a massive leap forward, but it still had some major limitations. And then we got ChatGPT and GPT-4 in relatively quick succession, each one pushing the boundaries further while giving the world time to acclimate. And rumor has it they may already be gearing up for the next iterations with GPT-5 on the horizon. It's like OpenAI is giving us a taste of the AI future in digestible chunks rather than overwhelming tidal waves all at once. The iterative deployment approach allows society, businesses, governments, educators, and everyday people like you and me to slowly get used to increasingly powerful AI capabilities without totally disrupting the system. So that's the basic concept of iterative deployment theory. Now, whether intentional or not, OpenAI does seem to be following that model so far, based on the leaks and rumors swirling around GPT-5, 6, and 7. Trademarks and leaks. Apparently, someone at OpenAI had been doing a pretty lousy job of keeping things under wraps because some tantalizing trademark information about their future AI models has started to leak out into the public domain. According to records from trademark offices around the world, OpenAI has filed applications for trademarks like GPT-6 and GPT-7 in China. And the same company has previously filed trademarks for GPT-4, GPT-5, and GPT-6 and 7 trademarks were filed even more recently, indicating OpenAI's rapidly accelerating roadmap for iterating on these language models. This breakneck pace suggests that OpenAI is turbocharged its development cycle, wasting no time in pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI, which is evident with their latest deployment of text-to-video model Sora AI. Speaking of Sora, that's another juicy leak that's worth mentioning. Just one day before OpenAI formally introduced their next text-to-video generator to the world, they trademarked the name Sora in multiple countries. So apparently, they were securing the legal rights to that product name at basically the last possible minute before revealing it publicly. And to me, all of these trademark filings and suspiciously timed leaks seem to substantiate the ideas that OpenAI is rapidly developing a whole pipeline of iterative language models like GPT-5, 6, 7, and beyond, and they're getting incrementally worse at keeping future product names and details from slipping out ahead of official announcements. Now, I'm just speculating here, but it almost seems like these leaks could be an intentional strategy from OpenAI's marketing team. You know, strategically letting a few crumbs of information slip out to generate hype and anticipation amongst the AI enthusiasts like ourselves, while still maintaining an air of mystery. Or, you know, maybe they really are just having trouble keeping the lid on all the mind-blowing innovations they're cooking up behind the scenes. Either way, it's immediately exciting to get these sneak peeks at what might be coming down the AI pipeline from OpenAI in the months and years ahead. GPT-5, GPT-6, and GPT-7 insights. Alright, let's begin breaking down what we can potentially expect from the future conquering heroes of the AI world. GPT-5, GPT-6, and even the mighty GPT-7. Based on the trademark filing dates and OpenAI's apparent commitment to the iterative deployment strategy, it is pretty safe to assume that GPT-5 will be the next language model released after the current industry-shaking GPT-4. Now, what exactly could GPT-5 bring to the table that would constitute a significant step forward from GPT-4? Well, we can make some educated guesses based on the current model's strengths and limitations. For starters, we'll likely see continued improvements in GPT-5's core language processing capabilities. Better comprehension, more contextual understanding, improved factual knowledge, and less propensity for making stuff up or giving incorrect information. Essentially, an overall smarter and more reliable version of GPT-4. But one area that I'm really hoping they push the boundaries in is GPT-5's ability to process and maintain context and memory over longer conversational sessions and document inputs. Because, let's face it, as impressive as GPT-4 is, its short-term memory can be a bit, well, challenged at times, resulting in inconsistent personalities and a tendency to contradict itself. Just imagine if GPT-5 could draw upon a much richer pool of short and long-term memory, allowing it to have more coherent, consistent conversations over extended periods while also retaining and building upon contextual details. That would be a huge leap from GPT-4 and could open up all sorts of exciting possibilities, like more intelligent and productive collaborations with the model. Now, we're getting into the really fun and speculative stuff. GPT-6. Based on those trademark leaks I discussed earlier, it seems highly probable that one of GPT-6's game-changing new capabilities will be some form of music generation and transcription abilities. Yeah, I know, the idea of an AI model that can compose, transcribe, and generate music from text prompts or audio inputs sounds borderline crazy. But believe it or not, OpenAI has already dipped its toes into these music AI waters long before with a project called Jukebox. Jukebox is a neural network trained on a massive dataset of lyrics, chord patterns, and raw audio in order to generate completely original songs and singing vocals only from text descriptions. So with the enormous advancements in language models from GPT-3 to GPT-4 and now GPT-6 on the horizon, you can bet that OpenAI will double down on those musical AI capabilities in a big way. I mean, just imagine. You could describe your favorite musical artist's vibe and have GPT-6 compose and produce an entire album of new songs emulating that sound. Alright, I've saved the biggest mind blower for last, GPT-7. If those trademark leaks are accurate, OpenAI is already planting the seeds for a GPT-7 language model that would presumably take things to even greater stratospheric heights. Maybe GPT-7 achieves the long-awaited milestone of legitimate artificial general intelligence, or AGI, a model with cognitive abilities equaling or even exceeding the human brain. That's something AI researchers have been chasing for decades, so it's not outside the realm of wild speculation. Or perhaps GPT-7 will be OpenAI's first unified multimodal model capable of coherently blending different data streams, text, images, audio, video, and sensor inputs into a seamless and interactive experience. That could open up a whole new AI-powered product category that we can't even conceive of today. Now, while you collect your thoughts, I do have a few favors to ask. Firstly, drop a comment down below and let me know your wildest predictions or concerns about the future of advanced AI like GPT-6. And secondly, subscribe for more future-focused content that explores the bleeding edge of technology. And finally, smash the bell icon so that you'll be notified as soon as I drop my next video exploring who knows what insane AI breakthroughs. I hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.